Right, hello everybody. So, we've actually started off on time for once, which is amazing. I know, right? I'm amazed too. So here we are, basically. Going to plan to do it as we kind of go on. So, hello everybody, welcome to the live stream thing that we're going to be doing. That's about as far as I've got with calling it a live stream thing. Merry Christmas to everyone. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was meant to be wearing this. Yeah, of course, you know. Be festive. There we go. Festive. Now, there we go. There we go. It's festive. So, hello people. So, I don't know about you, but the plan for me this afternoon, is to build this. So I've got various kits kicking around here, and the challenge that I set a load of you guys was to build yourselves an A4 sized, like that, diorama. So we're going to go with an A4 sized diorama. And if I've got this all set up right, there's a chat there. I wish that would go away. Hold on, I'm still playing with the with the YouTube because it's a confusing thing for me. I'm, you know, not brilliant at it yet. Cool. I've got the live chat working. Live chats. What I've got today is I've got a remote control mouse, so I can do the that thing, you know. Right, cool. Now I can see what's going on again. So I've got that up there. Minimize that. Stick that there. That's there. Good. And you guys are there. So, good evening, good afternoon, good whatever. This is going to be a Christmas live stream for you guys. Give you all something to do for those of us who are feeling kind of alone and that are disappointed with Christmas. So, yeah, with that, I hope some of you guys are going to be doing some modelling alongside me. Hopefully, you know, got some model railway stuff to do, painting, modelling, whatever's. And I'm going to be sat putting this together, which is a small board. There's various bits here. So the plan is I'm going to have this piece here going across there. There's a tunnel like that bit that's going to go across there. I might need to cut a bit more out the track because that hasn't gone quite as I planned. Cool, we can do that though. Saw a little piece out, or just take a chunk out of that. There's somewhere hidden under all of this. There we go. This I'm planning to go about there. And see what I'm doing there. And skip the ad on my own. Why do I have to watch an ad on my own video? It's ridiculous. So that's going to go back there. And we get this whole kind of model railway thing going off. So, yes, that's the plan. And I'll put this in. Gonna have to pull out. I put that in just to hold the track in place while the glue was going off, and I'll probably leave it in for now. And I've kind of cheated already. So I've got my A4 size diorama as I suggested that we do, but I have made these cassettes, and it's wired up. I just haven't kind of finished it. And the idea is that you'll be able to bring your cassette in here, plug it up next door to the train, and then drive your thing in. You might just be able to see that down in the corner of the shot here, there's a couple sitting on their cassettes ready to go. So the idea is that we can drive these in. So yeah, that's the plan. So yeah, it's going to be, I'll talk to you guys as much as I can, but mainly I want to get on and actually do some model making. So this is the first thing I want to try and do, is open up this thing. So Merry Christmas to everyone, and Merry Christmas from, God, there's lots of you already, aren't there? Hello everybody. So I don't know if any of you have ever built a ratio kit. I haven't, and so I thought this is more complex than I thought it was going to be. Oh, there's lots of this. I thought the perfect time to build a ratio kit for the first time would be in front of all you lovely people. I think distractions. I think I'm regretting my decisions already. Stage 1, the crane. I haven't got a clue about this. Well, fair enough, Charlie. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everybody. Hello, Chris Noble. Merry Christmas. So, 00 macro layout and a shoebox. That does count. That's very cool. So, yeah. So, basically, talk amongst yourselves and talk to whatever and however. And we'll basically chat as we go. I'll look at the comments and just get on making model rails. There's not really that much of a plan for this, apart from just try and bring us all together, do something together. Now, there is the Facebook page that hopefully one of my team who's watching will link you to. And with the Facebook page, then we can see what each other are getting up to, compare notes, and all that kind of gubbins. Wow, this is a more complex kit than I thought it was going to be. So, yes, Merry Christmas from Norway. Merry Christmas. There's a lot of you. So, what is my favourite steam engine at the North Yorkshire Moors? Probably, does the J72 count? Because that's there. So yeah. Anyway, basically, let's start making some model railway stuff. And this is very, very complex. I was expecting this to be an easy thing, but it is not. So we'll make a start on that, and yeah, start cutting stuff and doing stuff. You're joined while you're flying. Where are you flying to? So anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. And I hope some of you guys have got some stuff that you're working on as well, so we can all see what each other are actually working on, and yeah, hopefully do something together over Christmas, because, you know, and yeah, I'm not expecting anyone to last the whole time. I'm planning on doing this into the evening, and yeah, the idea is just, if you're feeling on your own or something, then come be part of this and join the team, join the family, and feel part of something, and you know, also feel like you've achieved something this evening. So that would be very good. So Roblox model, yeah, Roblox, whatever it is, that counts, I think. So it's just, yeah, it's company, guys. It's company. Feel like you're part of the team, feel part of the family, and be, yeah, feel part of something. Because I don't know how it is for the rest of the world, but the situation in the UK, it's pretty rubbish at the moment. Pretty rubbish. I have seen the 50s, the Rails 50th anniversary wagon. It looks kind of cool. Not going to get it myself, but I like the fact. Well, it's just nice to celebrate these things, isn't it? It's nice to celebrate that they've done 50 years. I'm starting an Irish 460 tank engine. Oh, that's cool. And is this real-time Blue Peter? Yeah, this is real-time. Then this also shows, like, when I do stuff on the channel normally, and I can, and this is how long it takes, how much of it I normally cut out. So what you're actually going to see is real uncut Lawrie, and just see how useless I am, which is, you know, realise that I'm actually totally rubbish at all of these things, you know, which because I am. And oh, the Q6 is lovely. Merry Christmas from across the pond. There's, you're flying a Cessna, right? I mean, that's got to be the greatest dedication, I think, so far. Somebody flying a light aircraft, watching the stream. Kudos to you, sir. Kudos to you. I admire your dedication. I think that's really cool, actually. That's a new one. So yeah. How often do you make model kits? I haven't made a model kit in forever. This is the first bit of model building I have done. Oh, well, this year certainly. I don't think I've actually built any model kits since I started the channel. So that gives you an idea of how long it's been since I've done anything like this. I haven't built a layout in it. I mean, I haven't done any model. Yep. Don't know why it did. Welcome to the stream. Don't know why it did, but it's back. That's the main thing at this stage, is to just be happy that it's back. Because that's all we got. Don't know why it went. Hopefully it's going to stay. Yep. Hello everybody and welcome back. It's a typical LMM stream. Things will go wrong. That's just what happens here. Yep. Was ready to go live. It did go live as well. It went live and then it stopped. What's your Christmas plans, Lawrie? Oh, that's a good thing to do, Nikki, to fire up all your mods. Good idea. I just had to put the steam oil. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. A little bit of steam oil in the router. Probably wouldn't help the router, let's be honest. Cool. I forgot how strong plastic glue smelled, guys. So yeah, basically, I'm planning on just doing this. And I've got the Facebook page open over there as well. We've got people looking at the Facebook page. So post what you're doing as well. I'd be really interested to see what you guys are up to. See the kind of models that you guys are building. And we'll make something exciting. So, yeah. The glue definitely would make me high. There is no doubt of that. That is a very solvent-smelling glue. Yes. So, run the... Oh, yeah, but the AccuCraft things... Is that right? They're expensive. Whereas Mamods are relatively cheap. You can kind of get a Mamod for not much money and get it running for not much money. Whereas, yeah, that's a lot of money. Out of all the locos, I've liked them all. I don't think there's anything I've driven on Lawrie Ghost Loco that I've disliked so far. There's lots of other engines I have driven. Making an Airfix Lancaster bomber. Cool. How complex is that? Making a Hornby Thomas. How do you make a Hornby Thomas? Should have been automatic, John. Don't know. I got a message came through on my Discord saying that I was gone live, and I was like, oh, really? I've gone live? Yes, hopefully I won't pass out from the glue. Let's put the lid back on this, and because we don't need it for a bit longer. That is quite strong, isn't it? Revels glue. I used to be quite a big fan of Games Workshop's plastic glue, and then I kind of moved away from that and started using other things. Drill gears to fit pin. But I haven't got a drill with me. Should have looked at the instructions before. Okay, well, we will make this up as we go along. This is amazingly complex, guys. I did not expect this kit to be anywhere near as this. I mean, it's going to make a really cool thing, but this is basically going to be my evening. It's going to be building this this thing, which is much more complex than I thought it was going to. Do I prepare something? Oh. Are they then? Is that what's turning up at Christmas? There's literally a Renault tractor in the tractor. Yes, it'll be fine. Making HMS Belfast, cool. Well, fair enough, guys. Well, let's all get down to it. If I understood what I was doing, that would be even better. I don't know what I was expecting for this ratio kit, but I was expecting it to be a lot simpler. Maybe I should have started with one of the simpler kits. I mean, this is the main feature of the layout, is going to be this coal stage. So maybe I should have not started with this and maybe started with something simpler, but you know, we learn, don't we? We learn. I'm going to have to repaint that now because I've put a dent into it. Right. So have any of you guys actually built any of these kits before? And, oh, thank you very much, Ginty Steam. That's very kind of you. What's your current build? So what I'm working on, guys, is for those of you who didn't see the announcement, I challenged you all to see what we could do with an A4 sized piece of wood. So this is what I'm working on. It's a very small shunting layout. Haven't bothered to motorise the points, but yeah, be able to bring a wagon in, dump a wagon off, leave a wagon over here as well. And then we've got various scenic items, like that's going to go across there. That's going to go across there. And then we've got a crane being built to go into the middle here. It's all going to be relatively entertaining, and it will amuse me for a long time. Hello, Libranos. Hello, I'm new here. What's up? I'm building Model Railway stuff. That's about as far as it goes. This isn't a particularly exciting stream. It's just a buildy stream where we do stuff. And I forget how long it takes to actually build Model Railway stuff. So yeah, it's always fun. I built a ratio coach. Oh, okay. Built the depot. See, I've got the goods. Yeah, I've got that, which is the thing to build the. There we go. Hold it up to you guys rather than the laptop. Now, this is the yard office, and I may look at starting this in a minute rather than this, because this one looks a lot simpler and it'd be an easy thing to start. In fact, let's just do that, shall we? Let's poke those over. We'll just pop that over there for a minute and forget about that, and we'll just open a different set. Bad idea. 2 sets at the same time. And we'll just do that, and we'll open this one. Different ratio kit, but this one looks notably more simple, doesn't it? And then we can actually get something on the layout rather than I feel like we're making progress rather than just looking like a complete idiot in front of however many of you are watching. I don't know. How many of you are there at this evening? Why did you decide to put a point in the diorama? So that I can do stuff with it. That's why. So that I can hub it as a micro layout. So it's going to be this, and there's a couple of cassettes. There you go, a couple of cassettes here, which are lined up ready to be used on it. So I can run trains in and out and use it as a micro layout. I thought that would be cool. That's complex. That says glass to fit window. Oh, yeah, there is a piece of glass in there. Right, okay. Now, if we touch that with the plastic glue, that'll go. These are complex and detailed instructions. So, yeah. Merry Christmas, everyone. And sim your Willisco. Willisco what? Which Willisco? Because there's, I mean, I'm a big fan of Willisco engines, but which one? Willisco do make superior steam engines. As you guys know, I've got a Willisco traction engine, which I'm quite fond of. It's a good engine, the Willisco traction engine, with a regulator on it and the double-acting piston. It took Mamod years to catch up with that. So, someone owned a Ruston near me that used to work there. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We like that. Nice. So yeah, it's basically a smaller version of my O gauge layout, but as small as you can get. At least the O gauge you can fit like a couple of wagons in, whereas this one is just tiny. And there's some more O gauge locos coming up on the channel in the future. I've shot a couple of reviews of some locos that I've got recently, and so yeah, more O gauge stuff coming up if you're looking forward to O gauge stuff. So that'll be something to look forward to. I'm excited for the concept of it. Yeah, so that's kind of going to be fun. And good evening from Down Under. Nice! Oh, is it now Christmas? Wait, it's going to be coming up to Christmas, surely, for you guys over in Oz. Because if you're, what, 12 hours ahead? It must be pretty much Christmas. So, Merry Christmas. Thank you for popping in. And hello, Trains, Trains, Trains. Hello, Top Hat. Hello. O gauge is gorgeous, yeah. O gauge is lovely. I do like O gauge. And thank you very much, Chambers. And good morning from Michigan. Oh, the brass steamroller. Oh, that is very pretty. See, the only problem with that is it looks so pretty. I would be scared of steaming it because I know the state of my Willisco, which isn't the brass one, obviously. You know, the brass one is so pretty as it starts off. I've always fancied the brass, the locomotor or something they call it. The kind of the portable engine that's got chains on it so it can move. Always thought that looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, my Ruston is still mine, yes. 009 is good fun. Z gauge layout in a 12-inch. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, that's really cool. And a nice thing to you reuse your granddad's box. That's a super idea. When am I going to come to the Emerson Baltic Rail? As soon as they'd like me to come, Jordan. There's a load of engines I'd like to do there. And if anybody there knows anyone who could be able to get us in there and so we could come and be part of it, then let me know, because I particularly want to do Illingworth, or whatever name it's got now, because I like Illingworth. So yeah, I would really like to do that. So yeah, that'd be really cool. So walking. Have you not got cassettes? Yeah, cassettes are things like this, just things that you can slot in to swap your train over. So I built 3 cassettes, and they'll just butt up to the end of it like that. You might be able to see, I don't know how good the picture is, there is some horrific soldering. So that will be hidden up when we get round to doing some detail. It's pretty bad, even by my standards. Hello from Hungary. 3-foot gauge. I'm interested to see how the South World Railway does with the 3-foot gauge they're building. So yeah, interested to see how it goes ahead. Oh, thank you very much, Stuart. That's very kind of you. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. We have trams lined up. Trams are happening next year. We have spoken. We've been invited. Yep. Let's put a finger on that next time so it doesn't fly into the stratosphere. Yep, we got trams lined up next year, so that will be happening. You beautiful man. Merry Christmas from Australia. Well, thank you very much. It's 00 scale, which is effectively HO, only wrong. That's what 00 is. Long story short, when Hornby came out, well, actually it was Trix who did it, but when Hornby came out, they wanted to fit a motor they knew and trusted into the small size of the of HO, but they couldn't quite do it, so they made the scale slightly over, and that was the result. I don't need that one. Turn off. Got a lamp on there. Good. That's for later when it gets dark. So, yeah. MCM Bolton Railway is good. It's not HO, it's 00, but it's near enough HO. I think that's what we'll call it for the point. Card kit for a card kit for that. How on earth do you do a card kit for a merchant navy that small? That's quite impressive. Merry Christmas from East Sussex. Thank you very much. Well, it depends what you're modelling, doesn't it? Because HO doesn't really have much British stuff. So, I mean, HO is the correct scale. But from my point of view, as there's not much ready to run in HO for British prototypes, it kind of makes it a pointless thing for me to model. It's mad, isn't it? There's so much 00 available when it is in fact the correct, well, incorrect scale. You know, when you consider that it's not the right scale, it's pretty mad, isn't it? And yet there's manufacturers all around the world making stuff. I do like manual traction engines. I like mine. Happy New Year. Preparing to steam up TU1A. Oh, nice. Yeah, the TU1A is pretty cool. Regarding MC, I'll get it sorted. I do the marketing. Jordan, drop me an email, please. I'd love to get up there. You guys got a load of locos that I'd love to do. In fact, basically everything you've got, would love to. The email, if one of my guys is watching, they'll drop it in. They might. Nope, fine. The email is Lawrie at lawriesmechanicalmarvels.com. If not, it's if you go to the website and use the contact us box, that will get through to us as well. I haven't got a name for the yard yet. Open for suggestions, guys, what we can call it. Those parts will fly. Yep, I am amazed that they flew around. From Happy Christmas and Happy New Year from Western Australia. Sweet. Microslav, this is British HO. Yeah, it's 00. It's kind of the wrong. I blame the pond. Oh, 00 is just our fault. I mean, and it's only here. That's the weird thing. It's like nobody else does it because, well, why else would you do it, really? There's no real reason, is there? I was chatting to somebody about, have you guys heard of Lifelike? I hadn't heard of Lifelike models before, but apparently they're available in the States, and I've not heard of them over here. And we were trying to work out if it was 00 or HO. Because it seems very strange to release 00 in the States when it's the wrong scale. I would like to come to the States, so hope to get in there at some point. Just wait for Aba to... That sounds good. I'd like to do MC and Bolton Abbey is very good. How about Titch's Yard? That's a good idea. That sounds quite good. Quite like the idea of Titch's Yard. Cool. So, tidy up all these pieces. Now, as I have mentioned, I am very out of practice with this. So this is probably going to go horrendously wrong. Like, horrendously wrong. But, you know, it's a good learning curve and a good thing to do in front of, you know, a couple of hundred people. Yeah, the 106 is moving forward. You'll see about that in the next What's Broken Now, and which will be coming out. We're probably going to release that second Thursday into the new year. I'm probably going to just, nothing else exciting is going to come out this year. A couple of little things, and then we'll pick up where we left off next year. And again, guys, thank you all so much for the support over this year. I know it's been a weird year, but thank you for supporting the channel and helping us grow. We really do appreciate it, and it's a little bit mad that it's got to the size that it has. And we're at 33,000 subs, which is mental, really. It's really exciting. Yeah, so yeah. Lifelike is HO scale. So, Steam Fan Lover, did Lifelike, the British outline one, was that done to HO scale, or was that done to 00 scale? Because I don't think we got it over here. 00, HO, and goes. Depends where you are, Kraken. If you're in the UK, 00 is a pretty good starting place, and there's lots of cheap stuff like, you know, models like this, which are cheap and half, you know, good place to start with, and ends a bit fiddly. Might have some Hornby tinplate 00 carriages could. Oh, you're stealing Ming. Yes, I saw Ming steaming. We were meant to be steaming at the MIDI, but that's not happening anymore because of, you know, the thing. HO is most popular worldwide. Yes. Sub Rosa, literally under the rose. Sub Rosa yard's quite good. I like that. How's Fire Engine? Fire Engine is good, thank you, Mackenzie. How about Life? I don't know about Life. Fair enough. 00 stuff is great. That's what I've got as well. Denipers dance sidings. How's my Christmas Eve been so far? It's been a panic getting all of this set up ready for you guys. That's what my Christmas Eve's been like so far. It's been running around going, I've got a plan. I can make this happen. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. Oh God, I haven't got enough time to get this all set up. That's how my Christmas Eve's been. Lawrie, do you want a live steam locomotive model? Yes, probably. Orbi 003 rail electric is superb. I have always enjoyed 003 rail. Right, let's stick some glue onto here. Like so. Oh, God, the aroma of this every time you smell it is just so strong. It's unreal. That is a properly strong glue. I'm probably going to have to do this quite quickly now to get it all back together again, aren't I? Did I do that right? Did I stick that on the right end or did I stick that on the wrong end? Ah, I stuck it on the wrong end. I'm an idiot. No. Yes. That's fine. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry. Always double check the instructions before making a stickiness, because otherwise you'll end up in a disaster. Like me. I'll look at the comments again in a minute, guys. It's a bit complex at the moment. Stick that edge. Not too much glue, otherwise it will be a disaster. It's basically a disaster already, guys. I haven't... Oh no. Oh no. Yes. No. I stuck the wrong edge. No, I didn't. I stuck the right edge. Need to stick this edge too. God, this is far more complex. I didn't remember model making to be this... Am I just an idiot? Possibly. Quite likely I'm an idiot. But I didn't remember model making to be this kind of hardcore or difficult. There we go. That goes in there. And that goes in... I forgot to put the door in, but I'm sure I can fit the door from the inside once it's all together, right? They wouldn't make a kit that's impossible to... Yes, look at that. Success of what I've built is a hut. I'm impressed. So, track stuck crudely to wood. It is stuck crudely to wood, but I'm going to cover it in ballast so it'll be fine. The rusted... I'm waiting on the starter to come back. It should have been done ages ago and it's still not. Once the starter's sorted, then we can move forward with trying to raise money for the wheels, which is still a question I'm not entirely sure what I'm doing with. So that's fun. Trix locos will work on 00 track, yes. Yes, they will. Although if you're going to use 00 stock, you've got to put something that's got plastic couplers in between them, because the center, the chassis and the coupling of a Trix loco are live, whereas they're not to the... the 00 wagons, because they've got metal wheels, they straddle the two negative lines. So it doesn't matter, whereas on the Trix engines, the middle is negative. So it will just short out if you've got normal wagons. So that's it. Yes, Marvel's Martian art. Oh, that's a good idea. Found Bressingham. I really used to enjoy Bressingham when I was younger. I just haven't been for quite a long time. Can't pick that up. Now, it's impossible to pick up. There we go. So that goes into the window like that. So I then fit the window to the back of the glass. Like, does that make sense? I suppose that makes sense. Ideas? So, I thought your video is very nice. Well, thank you very much. Glad you're enjoying our videos. We do try. Oh, somebody's making Bressingham for Train Simulator. Oh, that sounds interesting. I haven't driven at Bressingham in years. I'm hoping to go back and do some stuff though. They got a couple of engines there that I'm very interested in. When is Menatru back in service, guys? Anyone know? So yeah, I saw that. It's a small layout. The idea was, guys, that I set everyone the challenge of building a layout that there we go. That is the size of a piece of A4 or a diorama. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys have come up with in the Facebook page, which I'm sure my team will drop a link to in a minute. Probably, maybe, yeah. Driving Dolgok was incredible. I've never driven anything that gave me such a sensation of kind of importance. Like, it felt so special. It felt a really, really special locomotive. Like, to be driving that, you kind of, Yeah, you really did feel that sense of, oh my god, this is Delgok. This is a really irreplaceable and amazing piece of kit. So, other Hornby, I've never got into the Hornby top clockwork stuff. It's really old though, isn't it? Bressingham's got better. It's got better than it was. It did lose its way for a bit, but it's getting better again. So that's cool. Head of Steam at Darlings has got a Ruston 48. Yes, I think I asked about that before I got my one. I did inquire about acquiring it. But then enter your pictures of your big layout. It doesn't have to be a small one. It was just an idea to get people kind of, for people who hadn't have got a layout and wanted to join in with building something. Most model railway people have got stuff kicking about. I've made a house. Most model railway people have got stuff like this. Is mostly stuff I had kicking about. Some of it I bought. But yeah, show what you're doing. It doesn't matter if it's a big layout, a small layout, whatever. Just share your pictures. The whole point of this today is that we all get together and we do something together and feel like a big family. And wow, it's raining outside. That's the whole point. It's snowing in Gothland, is it? Nice. I'm really hoping to be able to do number one. I am going to be doing chorus though, so I'm going to be doing their replica of number. Is it number 4? Number 7? So. Yes, thanks, Sunaroo, that's the thing. Goes to USB. Oh, nice. A tender thing to do. When was the Dolgok video shot? Earlier this year. Significantly earlier this year. That's when I shot it. If I put the glass on now. If I put the glass. That's a huge piece of glass. If I put just a tiny bit at the top and a tiny bit at the bottom, it shouldn't steam up too badly. I honestly, we drove, when we did film the thing in Dolgok in Wales, the weather was awful. We drove up, there was flooding everywhere. It was dire. And I was thinking, I'm coming to Wales to drive a steam engine in this. This is going to be awful. And it came up gorgeous. Like, we were so very lucky with the weather. It's unreal. So very, very, very lucky. Are you going to drive on the Epinonga? Like, hopefully. I've been talking to a couple of people about doing Epinonga. Really hope to do Epinonga. So we'll see what happens. Hello, Trev. The Sir Hayden's quite nice. In fact, they're all very nice. Thank you very much, Shipwright. And yeah. Yes, I've heard that it's very wet over there in Ipswich. It's pretty bad. I've got a friend who lives in Stone Market down by the railway line, and they said it's unpleasant there. So yes, I know, Adam, that they're getting some, which is going to be quite exciting. Merry Christmas to Trains. Yes. Hello, Alex, and oh yes, Simon. I'm sure you are working from home as you watch the stream. Definitely working. Good work. We support this. Private Joker, yes, please. I would absolutely kill for that. Would really several more reads. Drop us an email. Trev, Son, one of you guys, if you could drop the LMM email, please drop us an email and get in contact on doing the Prairie at Battlefield line. That would be amazing. That would be really amazing. Don't think of it. I mean, I don't know. That's a pretty good small loco guy to get. I mean, the weather does change a lot on the Talaquin. That's what they were saying. Like, you'd be miserable one end and nice at the other. How long did it take me to be an engine driver? I started at the MIDI, which I'd volunteered at a couple of places before the MIDI, little bits in there, and when I was younger. But I started at the MIDI on the footplate almost 15 years ago, and I've been a driver now for just over 5 years. But I was passed out on diesels. I've been a driver of diesels for about 10 years now, I think. I would love to have a go on the 9F, Alex. If I could get onto it. Merry Christmas, Gary. Yeah, working, that's what we think. Lawrie, Bishop Crimbo from here up north next year. Yes, Steve, I'm really looking forward to doing that. I hope that's still an offer, and I really would like to do that. I should drive Gazelle. Yeah, because that's weird, isn't it? I think that'd be great fun. Yes, the MS Lawrie is closed, and the MS Lawrie is going to be closed and not reopening for... We're not doing New Year's Steam, which is really upsetting. I was really looking forward to that. It was the day before Christmas, and Lawrie was streaming and making a layout. 144 watch. Yeah, that's not a bad start. It's a good thing. Right, turn that on. There we go. Make things a bit brighter as the light just evaporated outside. I don't have any engines that are that big top hat. No. Biggest oops moment when driving a loco. I was driving at Great Bush and was meant to stop at the bottom of the crossing, and the engine had other ideas. So we went down the gradient there and put the brake on, and it just went nope. That was pretty oops. That was unpleasant. I think that's about my worst one so far. I thought that probably is the worst one. That was kind of alarming though, to go down there and be like, come on, please stop. I had my the loco superintendent from the Mid-Suffolk Light Railway on at the same time. So basically my boss at Mid-Suffolk, and I was a driver there and he was only a fireman there. And I was winding the brake off. And he's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm just trying to regain control. And I was amazed how calm I was about it. And but yeah, managed to bring it back under control and it was fine. Nothing bad happened. And yeah, that's probably about the biggest oops. Apart from that, I've been relatively lucky so far. I haven't had any major upsets yet. But never can get complacent, because if you get complacent, that's when things start to go wrong and you make mistakes. So I'm going to very much try not to make mistakes. Probably should have... Oh, I see, so that goes on there. Should have built the tree. This is all very easy to do afterwards. But you kind of realise that a lot of this kind of requires the other bits to be in place. Let's just going to take that off, and I'm going to take that off, and we're going to rebuild that in a minute once I've figured out this bit. Because of the knife. Yeah, so what about the derailment? What derailment? Cool. Well, nice, David. Merry Christmas to you, and hope you have a good Christmas yourself. So, yeah. Worst car crash? Writing off the MR2. That was my worst one so far. That was a good one. That was a good one. Worst I managed to apply the vac, not releasing time. Oh yeah, it's if you got a rubbish exhauster or poor vac pump, that's pretty poor, isn't it? Oh, that wasn't really bad, was it? That wasn't my fault either. What happened to Skull? Skull's onto the board. There are more O-gauge reviews coming up in the new year. I have several O-gauge engines lined up to review, and sitting, there's a pile just behind me there, and there's 4 engines, I think. Yeah. 4 O-gauge engines to be reviewed now, so lots of O-gauge content coming out in the new year, or over the next few years, depending on what kind of content we actually get to make. So yeah, Bell's sitting, waiting, overhaul, I think. Last time I heard, they're going to overhaul it at some point, but I think they need to... I don't think it's going to happen for like 10 years or something. I think it's the plan. In 10 years' time, they'll overhaul Bell. She is a long way away. Oh God, I do not have... My hands are too big for this. Ah! Yes. No. Yes. No. I've got paintbrushes, I've got all sorts, including the wrong tweezers. Definitely the wrong tweezers. Of all the tweezers I could have picked up out of my pot. That'll do. Go on you, and turn, and release. Cool. These ones are stay closed blowouts, although they don't actually stay close. Bell's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, I've done a... Oh, thank you very much, Fizzy. That's very kind of you. Might have another fire engine. I mean, I would totally take another fire engine. I'm sure I could find somewhere to put it. I've got friends. If someone was genuinely going to give me a fire engine, I have places I could put it. The landlord would definitely not have it, but I have places I can put it. And there's other people, other friends, other places. Because, you know, fire engines are cool, right? That's actually gone together relatively well, hasn't it? I'm sure Trev's watching going, no more fire engines, but yeah, more fire engines. What I've just managed to do, guys, is by mistake, I've managed to make myself a small triangle chimney pot, which is not entirely what I was trying to do at all. Small pliers. So we'd better just unglue. I don't know about the rest of you guys and where you are in the world, but where I am, it is blowing a hoolie, which is a Suffolk term, I think, for pretty wet. Big storm, pretty nasty out there. So I hope everybody is safe, I hope everybody is warm, and I hope everybody is prepared and ready for a nice Christmas. Especially in the UK, because it's the last chance of having a nice time that we're going to have for a while. Come on, straighten up. Yeah. Oh God, it's stuck with my fingers. No, yes, no. Oh God. How do people make these kits? How? It's impossible. All it wants to do is stick to itself. There we go, that's right. Okay, I obviously need to add this bit to the mix to complete the squareiness. I did not realise ratio kits were as difficult to build as this. I was expecting to be able to do this and be like, I know what I'm doing, I'm an expert at all these things. But clearly I am not. Yes. Oh no, yes, no, oh God. I mean, it's a crooked chimney pot, that's for sure. It's going to be the world's worst building. A true LMM inspired building of poor proportions. There we go, that's kind of going back to how it should be. This is very complex. I am very surprised how complex this is. I'm going to really struggle with the complex kit, aren't I? Because if this is the easy one, I'm having this much trouble doing the easy one, then doing the full-size complex one I must be fallen down and broken already. It's brand new. Yep. But what more do you expect from us, apart from it to be broken already? Glue the chimney pot on the top. Goes on the top of the chimney, like so, probably. Yeah. And now the chimney will... Oh, no, it's broken. Yes, it's all back together. I fixed it. It's all good. Nothing bad happened. There's no huge amount of overspill of too much plastic glue there at all. No, not I. Wouldn't have done that. Would not have mucked that up at all. Fine. So now it all comes together in this bit. Your granddad was... Well, so you're up in Doncaster, I guess? Multitasking doesn't help, I'll be honest. I suppose, although, I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't built model railways in so long that the concept of designing something... Because I have this set up here. This little board. It's about all the space I have at the moment, and as we're doing lots of stuff with the channel, it doesn't really make sense to have a full layout and looped into just one thing. And this is a temporary structure. This has to get taken down and put back up because there just isn't the space here. So when I actually build a layout, yeah, definitely I'll use. I used to use AnyRail and spend some time mucking around with AnyRail, like designing things. So I'd probably just buy AnyRail. Or what would you recommend for free software that's good for designing layouts? So I'll be interested to know what there is. Made a house. Stick the glue onto the ding. The glue onto the ding. The glue onto the ding. And the glue onto the ding. There we go. This is a structurally probable, not falling apart, There. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you a LMM success story. I have successfully put something together. Look at that. Is that not a successful looking house? Realistic and ready to go on the layout straight away. And looks entirely like what I thought it was going to. Where should this go? I think that's going to go there in the corner of the yard. It's the yard office. Oh, I've got the fiddly bits to do now. Good. So, yes. If you do a bigger layout, would you do the MSLR? I might do the MSLR. Pencil and paper, yeah, it's pretty good. Thank you guys, yeah. My fingers are still free. It's definitely a chocolate house, but it doesn't taste good. I can confirm this. Don't ask me how I know. So, I really want to do Bimish. I really, really want to do Bimish. Again, they've got such an amazing fleet of everything. Trams, narrow gauge, standard gauge, all the railways they've got there. I can't think what its name is. What's the Lewin? Lewin. I desperately want to do Lewin. That's one of my favourite little engines because it's so strange. I would give a lot of money to be able to do Lewin. I'd just like to do it. It'd be really good. And then things like the Steam Elephant. Sorry, guys. The Steam Elephant would be a lot of fun. I would very much like to do the Steam Elephant. Merry Xmas, crazy cool kid, the channel. Make a gingerbread house. You've missed nothing. All you've missed is me building this marvellous house. I was supposed to go to there for Easter, yeah. Again, double Lawrie Blow. Oh, is there? That's cool. Yes, I'd like to drive an 8060. I mean, the chances of it at the moment are fairly low, but, you know, if it could be arranged, I'd totally be up for it. I don't think I glued this. Oh, the house is 10 out of 10. Nice, guys, nice. It's now got a top of the house. It's only a little bit gluey, and so are my fingers. So, yeah. Loco, not a fire engine. Loco. Oh, yeah, Loco would do. Loco would do. LMM Bake Off. Oh, God, that would be terrible. Actually, I think everyone else can cook. So, yeah, it would just be me losing. But, yeah, sure. Oh, good look, it's co-office. I think it's the yard office. Money, no object. What vehicle would you buy? Is it... Okay, so your question, money, no object. Would it be I've got money to buy it, or do I have money to run it? That's the big question. Picture fuzzy. Picture's good for me, John. I mean, I'd love to do anything at Tanfield, basically, Chris. Merry Christmas, oh yeah, and Merry Christmas everybody as well, yeah, all that. A 45mm? Yeah, I'd like to have a go at some 45mm. I've been discussing with a couple of people of the concept of maybe doing some 45mm stuff, because I think that'd be entertaining. Well, this is guttering, but the detail on it is rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. So, what Express Loco would like to drive on Network Mobile? An A4 or the V1, the V2. I'd like to do Green Arrow. I'd love to do Green Arrow. It's one of my favourite locos ever. The engine I'd most like to take on the main line, though, is my 48. I think that'd be hilarious, don't you? Just see trundling along in a 48 on the main line, causing chaos. I can't use that money to buy another vehicle. If I had the money, I would probably... I'd quite like an A4. A4 would be good for Blue Peter. That'd be nice. I'd like a mainline engine. If I had the money, I'd go for a mainline engine. If I didn't have that kind of money, I'd just buy Barclay. That's my big ambition. My big dream is to have an Andrew Barclay tank engine and a suitable vehicle to move it around and just take it in the Ruston places. Like take them all over the world. I'd probably actually take them all over the world. Like go off to take them around Europe. You know, go to railways and be like, I'd like to run my Loco, please. So I think that'd be fun. I wouldn't swap. No, I wouldn't swap my Ruston for the V2. My Ruston, if it wasn't the fact that it had been Sir William's, maybe, but the fact that it's mine and Sir William gave it to me at such a good price, and the connection with him, no, I wouldn't trade my 48 for anything. It's far, far too special, and I'm far too attached to it. Yeah, it's just at this point I'm just amazed that it's mine, and so yeah, I don't think I'd get rid of the 48 for anything, not for love nor money. The 48 is very much a fixture now. Ah, I did have it fixed and I broke it. Twisty, twisty. Where's me pokey pokies? There's me pokey pokies. Pokey pokeyed wrong. Oh God. Fixed. Like a pro. So yes. I don't know. Peckett's are very good engines, son, but I prefer a Barclay. I haven't played the new Star Wars Squadron game. I hear mixed things. Some people say it's really good, and some people say it's very repetitive. A lot of people say it's based too much on online gameplay. But thank you for the compliment. I do like the shirt. It's one I like to wear out in public because it's so bright, and people are like, "Oh, you're strange." And I'm like, yes, I am. Oh God, come on, stick. I've built things. I'm very happy. So. Russ and Buckley in the yard whistling too. Oh, yeah, we're quite good. Quarry Huntsets are real money though, because they're small and desirable and useful, whereas Barclays are, let's be honest, not. Like they have a very limited amount of places they can run. They have a very limited range. They're a far more limited thing than a Quarry Hunslet, which actually, there's quite a few railways that can actually use them and do use them. So. Yeah, it's got guttering now, so the rain won't fall on the peoples. So that's good. You should do engine block versus foot. Oh, you cook so much more than footplate. We cook regularly. We did sausage and bacon the other day when I was there last weekend. So if you want something, the new Wrens are quite nice. N-gauge is quite good, Evan. We like that. I have driven a 7¼ inch gauge engine, I think. Yeah, I've seen the Hatton's Barclays on sale. They I don't know. Are they any good? What do you reckon, guys? Let me know. Are they worth buying? Luke, you're building a HMS Belfast. Nice. Do you like? Oh, DB52. That's cruise lock, isn't it? I just like the aesthetics of the Barclays. I don't know why. Just always have liked the aesthetics of them. I think they look pretty. Just one of those. That's my taste. I think they look nice. So yeah, that's what I like Barclays. There's no other reason apart from just I think they look pretty. Oh, that was right, and now I've moved it, and now I've made it wrong. Oh no, look at that! Oh, no, don't move. Stupid. We glued it, and it moved. I see, it's moved now. Whoops. I realised that I didn't cut all that tab off. I thought that was meant to be the box for the ring catchy box, guttery box, but it isn't. It's actually just, God almighty, this is complex, isn't it? How on earth are you meant to do this? Who came up with this as a concept? Was like, yeah, people will be able to put that together. Not I. Certainly not I. God. Truth. Wait, this is actually impossible. Nobody can do that. That's impossible. They've made an impossible kit. Am I just being stupid, or is this actually impossible? Let me know in the comments. Oh, what I have now done, though, quite successfully, is I've stuck my fingers. So that's good. Now my fingers will be part of the glue forever and ever and ever. There. Kind of. Oh, thank you very much, Xbox Classics. That's really kind of you guys. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Oh, if yes, if even you guys do really like what you're seeing on the channel and you want to support us, then we do have our Patreon, where you get extra stuff like a podcast, which I really must finish rather than doing a live stream. And we do bloopers on there, and you get access to a special channel in the LMM Discord, where you can chat to us, and we pay special attention to that. And you also get trailers of what's coming up on the channel. So that's reasons to join that. Go on, stick. Is near enough. That's near enough. I've worked that. That's good enough. So scratch builders. Oh, I can't scratch build for love for toffee. Scratch building's far too difficult. I have amazing admiration for people who can scratch build, because we can't. Not me. So yeah. Have you named the electric tug? Yeah, she's called Atlas. I think I said that. I think I named it in the video and called it Atlas. She's cool. I like Atlas. And I'll let you guess which one of the LMM team isn't impressed with Atlas. I'll let you guess. You won't be able to guess. Who could it be that wouldn't be impressed with a battery tug? It's not called... Why would you call it Nigel, Trev? It's as bad as Sunaru calling it something. I can't even think what he calls it now. That's how little I care for what he calls it. Cool, they're on. Yeah, Morgan doesn't like Atlas. Belladonna. Okay, that's not a bad name for a live stream engine. Scratch build does take a long time. No, Matt quite likes it. Matt quite likes it. It's Morgan who's not a fan. So, oh God. Hercules would be, yeah, I like Atlas. I went for Atlas. So, good to work on a railway. Oh, really, Stuart? That's kind of Britain Mark's quite pretty. So, yeah. That's not... U109 isn't a particularly... doesn't flow off the tongue particularly well, did you? It's really good, actually. I'm really happy with the tug. I am very happy. And, you know, for the fact that somebody gave it to me, I think that's pretty good, isn't it? If someone's like, you can have this. And I was like, yes, I shall be a home for abandoned and unlooked after vehicles. Unlooked after isn't a word, is it? But, you know, neglected vehicles. Now, it turns out that the guy who I bought it off never got it working. And he didn't think it did work. And so he gave it to me as a not working vehicle. But as you guys saw, it has been restored back to life. This can't be too... No. I've just looked on the... I was like, this can't be too hard to build this, you know, grounded wagon. It's just going to be some bits. And all I see in the background are boards. I'm like, no, it's not going to make me put the boards on it, is it? Okay, Ginty Oliver. No, not a bad shout. If I get rid of it one day, I don't get rid of vehicles. We know that. You'll have to wait and see what happens with the charger, guys. There is... Oh, I see. It's very... Oh, they're just detail bits. The charger hopefully will get working, but that's all something that will feature in the future. What's broken nows? I don't want to spoil it for you guys. But retirement home for vehicles, yeah. This can't be too hard. Look, I've built that. I'm a pro at building things now. Having successfully built one thing, I'm now moving on to building another, which is a van. Oh, I see. Assembly. So we build the wagon, which is these bits. They all go together, and then I need to cut out all of those bits to build... One of these bits is for building a chair. There's chairs to build. Oh God. How far did I actually drive the Atlas video? Oh, I just trundled down the drive and back. That was quite good fun. At some point, yes, we might be looking at making LMM into, or at least a charitable side of it, so we can do more stuff with it. something that might happen at some point. Something we kind of like the idea of doing, which hasn't happened yet for obvious reasons, but it's we're still kind of amazed at the channel and how big it's becoming and how many people, like yourselves who are watching, are interested in it. So yeah, we're still kind of working on what we're going to do with a lot of things moving forward with it. So that's kind of cool. Scotsman, I think. Hello, Stephen. I'm well, thank you. And to you too. Why not model... Finding models of RSs is interesting. Because mine's a Norfolk one, so it's a bit different to the ones you can normally get. I know who make it. Oxford do a Dennis RS model. It's not quite my one, but I know they do one. But I could model dupes. Kind of, I don't normally model stuff that exists or that I have, so this modelling luck is a lot harder than I remember it being. Oops, good enough. Sharp. Why not a miniature locomotive kit? I could do. What would be your dream job? Full-time YouTuber at this point. That's the dream. That's my dream job. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy chatting to you guys. I enjoy making stuff and being on the channel. I enjoy fixing things. So if I could turn that into my dream job, make it something that actually earns us money, yeah, that's what I do. So you guys spread the good word of LMM and everything to hopefully that can be, the dream can become real. Have you driven the Ruston? My one? No, my one is... I'm waiting for the starter to come back. The starter was meant to be done before Christmas, but haha, that's not happened, has it? Yeah, that's basically what I'm waiting for, is update on the starter. Once the starter goes back in, at least we can fire it up again. But the starter was meant to be done months ago. Months and months ago. In fact, quite a few months now. 2 months ago? I don't know. So it's an ongoing thing and it's annoying. So hopefully that'll be done. I hope to do Beamish Festival of Steam. I've done it a couple of years and hopefully I'll be able to get up there if it happens. So yes, hello Wyatt's Workbench, and buying new vehicles. Yeah, well, that's what I like doing, buying stuff, buying weird things. Me and Trev are frequently looking at lots of weird and old vehicles that we'd love to save and just, just keep. Nothing special, but just weird vehicles that nobody else really appreciates. Just make a home for junk, really. Morgan doesn't understand. Morgan gets very annoyed when we kind of talk about stuff we'd like to save and look after. And so, yeah. Have I ever drunk? I've never drunk Baileys. I don't drink. And so I have not drunk Baileys from a shoe. Any more videos on the huge crane? It's in the works. So, yes. We've done some filming for it, but not enough to finish the video yet. It will happen, though. I have made significant progress on it since we last kind of featured it on the channel. And, yeah, it will be featuring at some point. I just need to get the opportunity to get up there and... Actually, no, they need to finish what they were doing. What they were doing last time was actually finishing off, and they're not quite there. They need a hydraulic oil. But they've promised me an invitation that for its first lift, and the first time they actually use it to do something, they'll invite me along, and we can film the first time it actually lifts anything, does anything. So that'll be exciting, won't it? I have just caved a bit out the side of... Whoops, out the roof. Whoopso. So, Lawrie, name breed of dog. A collie. Me and Matt would love a tank. We both would love a tank. Probably not World War II because they're expensive, but I'd be happy with, an APC or something. But yeah, maybe. We'd both love it to happen, so probably won't happen in the tank, so I haven't got enough space. Polly's a good name for a Barclay. Yeah, why not? I do like Barclays. A steamboat would be interesting. That would be very interesting. Buy the fag for 750. If I had money. I was slightly better about my own stuff. Yeah, no, we're terrible. We are terrible. Vanguard's a good name, yeah. Sorry, it was a Yorkshire Terrier. What was the Yorkshire Terrier? First time I paint it. No one will know, yep. A T34. No, I don't think. I'd like to drive a Tiger though. Oh God, if we had, yeah, that would be the thing we'd really like. Would be our own space, you know. So we had a building that was ours. Yeah, preferably about 3 times bigger than the shed it is, or at least a spare building that we could put, you know, extra stuff in. So we have the shed for stuff that's appearing on the channel on a regular basis, and we have other stuff that sits there as a, you know, less regular backup stuff. As you know, there are, for the Patreons, you know the secret vehicles, and for those who aren't Patreons, you know there are several vehicles parked up in the shed which are secret vehicles, which we haven't yet revealed yet, which we will reveal at some point. We just haven't done it yet. What's your favourite loco on the West Somerset Railway? The Ruston that I almost bought. It's probably my favourite because it's the Ruston I almost bought. What even is actually running on the West Somerset at the moment? Is there anything in ticket? I can't even think what they've got at the moment. The engines I really liked were the S160, which is gone, the 4F, which is gone, the 7F, which is gone. So yeah, they haven't got as much as they used to. I have totally mucked that up. That I have. That's an interesting bottom now. That's going to go at the back of the layout. And have you, maybe a shed with a rail. Yeah, I mean that is the dream, to have a shed and have it that's got tracks, so I can run a loco in, so I can at least have the 48 there. I mean, that is the dream. That is the dream indeed. That would be very, very good if that could happen. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Who knows? Stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby. 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 Stabby, stabby, stabby. Stabby, stabby, stabby. How much is Patreon a month? Whatever you want to pay. It's from £1 a month. So we are very excited that anybody wants to support us. You get access to everything for £1 a month. Well, the idea was hopefully if it's £1, people go, oh, it's only £1, and hopefully support us, because it really does make a huge difference. And this YouTube lark does take up a lot of our time and a lot of money to be able to set it up and, you know, actually do stuff. As well as the fact that most of us still have day jobs, or at least I did before lockdown. So, yeah, it does take a huge amount of our time. So if anybody does consider supporting us, somebody spams the link. Oh, Sonnery, you've already done it. So thank you very much. It's very, very nice. One from the USA. What started your love of railroad and steam? No idea. I genuinely don't know. As far as I'm aware, it's all started when I was very young. And I saw Edward from Thomas the Tank Engine in the local post office. And ever since then, I've just really loved railways. Don't know why, don't know anything else, don't know how it came about apart from that, apart from it's always been there. So, yeah, that's the answer to that one. The worst nickname for a ship would be the Unthinkable, yeah. What's your favourite loco on the Watercrest line? Lord Nelson count? Merry Christmas, Philip. Old Reliable sounds better than Unthinkable. Unthinkable's just asking for trouble. Oh, Bressingham Garden, yeah. I used to do Bressingham a lot when I was younger. That's where we used to go. That used to be like the big treat to go to Bressingham when I was growing up, which was always quite special. I did actually meet Alan Bloom, but I'm too young to really... I was too young at the time to really kind of realise the significance of it. We just came up and had a chat, and that was that. Nice old boy, very nice old boy. Merry Christmas from Italy, yeah. The US, look up the okay. How on earth do you pronounce Kuga? I don't know, Andrew, how you pronounce that. But drop me an email, Andrew, because I'm planning to come to the States and I've got a load of stuff planned out. So if you wouldn't mind dropping me an email at Lawrie at lawriesmechanicalmarvels.com, then I would love to have a look around, if nothing else. That would be fantastic. However you pronounce it, you can teach me how to pronounce the very strange pronunciation of Hooga Wooga. So yeah, the camera could be old reliable. Yeah, that works. Per the Grand Old Loads nickname, considering the war spikes for 2 World Wars. Footplate. Ride the footplate Oliver Cromwell. I did enjoy Oliver Cromwell. I remember seeing Oliver Cromwell in Bristol when it was parked up there before it went off. Well, before it was restored and went off everywhere. I do remember Cromwell. Cromwell was a glorious piece of kit. Well, Cromwell is a glorious piece of kit. Where is it now? Because it's been done, isn't it? It's been overhauled, but I can't think where it actually is. Is it still at Great Central? Is that where it's been done? I made a van thing. Look at that. That's a piece of beauty if ever I saw it. Have you ever watched Must Be a Christmas Carol? Yes, I have. Merry Christmas to everyone. And oh yeah, Merry Christmas to everyone. God, I'll go. It's in Loughborough. I would love to drive an S160. If anybody can get me in with an S160, I would be over the moon to drive an S160. They are one of my all-time favourite locomotives. As would I an S100, the USA tanks. I love the USA tanks as well. But basically, guys, if you can get me in with driving any locomotives, I am down for that. I am very excited for the option to drive any locomotive, pretty much anywhere. Drop us an email, and I would love to make it happen, because I think that would be magnificent. So, yeah. Why have I left the tabs on top of... I thought those tabs were going to lock into something, but they don't appear to, so slicey time. This is the moment where we accidentally slice off a finger. Goods. I'm sure these are meant to be here for a reason, but... Slice it off. Slice it off. Slice it off. Today. Slice it up. I dropped it. It's fine. Good. Right. Stick that on there. Stick that on there. Pull it around. Yes. There we go. That's much better. It's kind of made a seal now. Kind of, he says. Go up you slide, up you slide. Oops. Broke that bit. That's fine. That's meant to be broken. Slide that up. Slide that up. Slide that up. There we go. An actual van. Perfect. Like it's meant to be. Anyway, where were we? The Q1. The Q1's cool. I like that. The land of Lawrie in America. Oh god, there's too many. There's lots of packets. Well, there's lots of engines for sale. I know there's a Packet for sale. I know a Barclay for sale. I know a Packet and a Barclay. Problem is, we don't have the money to be able to do anything with them at the moment. As much as I'd love to buy one, realistically at the moment, I can't afford it. So, but, if I had the money, totally would go for it. Totally. But we don't, so we can't, which is sad. So, yeah. Rocks by Rail, yeah. I did do Rocks by Rail a couple of times. I tried to sign up. I sent off my membership and never heard back from them. So that was the end of that one. Favourite steam engine in South Devon? 1366, is it? Or 1369? 1366, I think. The little outside cylinder tanker. Hello, back dog. Oh, hello, Sheldon. No. What narrow gauge engine should I get? Engineer. Oh, Brunel. I think Brunel would be a fascinating person to meet, because he was clearly bonkers with all the things he had kind of planned to do and the ideas he had. So I think Brunel would have been just quite the gent. I think he would have been a magnificent person to have met. Good. That's all only come apart a little bit. Never mind. Let's just stick that back. Fine, just pull it all off. Fine, we'll just do that all again. Never mind. See if I care. I don't. I'm not hurt. Not at all. Yeah, I think Brunel would have been cool. 45 grand for the Packet I know for sale is 6 grand, 8 grand. There's a Barclay going for 5. So is that with a ticket for 45 grand for that's a lot of money for a Peckett. Is it a big Peckett? Just talk amongst yourselves while I figure this one out. This glue is strong. Get a whiff of that and you're gone for a couple of hours. Wake up a bit later and realise you're on YouTube. There we go, stick that in there. That's better this time because it's actually stuck in there. Did I glue that one as well? Looks like it. Yes, looks like it. And we'll stick this one equally in there and equally in. Oh, this is complex. I'm never going to be able to build the crane if I'm struggling this much with this one. I might need to get outsourced to somebody who's competent. Cool. That is now back together. Cool. Oh, what did I miss? Yeah. Is the Ivor for sale? Yeah, I think the Ivor's still up for sale. I'm not sure. I know it's, from what I hear, it is quite knackered. Oh, I saw Class 30, the 33 was for sale, yeah. Be an interesting one. I think I chopped off too much of the of that, but never mind. It will kind of work. I think it works. White O paint. Thank you very much, Greg. We have, yes, we've got some plans for miniatures. That's coming up. If you could drive any loco, what would you choose? Probably the big boy. I think I'd go for the big boy, just because everything else would then, you know, you talk down the club with people or down the pub and say, oh, what have you, yeah, I've driven the big boy. It just beats everything. Yeah, that's like, oh, I drove such and such. You go, oh, yeah, yeah. What was it like? Yeah, yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, yeah. What have you driven, big boy? Or whatever the huge, great Garrett is that's running in Oz, because that's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Ginger beer, guys, ginger beer. I'm hoping to get down to Spa Valley. Been talking to a couple of volunteers about it. Not sure of how on board the management is with it yet. But we live in hope. I'm hoping to do a replica rocket. I think that'd be quite good. I'd like to do a Deltic as well. Yeah, I saw that they put a fire in it to blow the whistle, which I was surprised about, because didn't think they would have been, you know, allowed to do that. But yeah, okay, they did it anyway. So maybe the van will. Oh, the van might just tick in. Will the van sit in there? Not quite. Not quite. I think the van will sit. The van will probably sit there. I've got a plan and everything. So I now need to cut out 1,000,001 boards for it, so it can sit on boards. Build some. Oh, jeez, what have we got here? I think that's from the other kit. There is a lot of stuff to cut out. So I've got some ladders. In fact, I think I've got 2 of these, and I should only have 1 of these. Yes, I've got 2 of these. So I've got extra stuff. Sweet, that can go elsewhere. We'll deal with that later. So yeah. Yes, I'm hoping to meet Ed when I get out to the States. That's the possibility, so that might be quite. I've talked to Mid-Hattons. We're hopefully doing something next year. Isle of Wight wants us to be significantly bigger. Oh, thank you very much. It's a Peckett, that's what it is. 6029, yes, that's the Garrett. I think that'd be lovely. Update on the 106. There's an update on both of them basically. That will be in the next What's Broken Now, which will be coming out in the new year. So you have to wait and find out, but they're pretty good. Favourite A4 parcel presents. My favourite A4 is always Quicksilver, because I love the name of it. Just it sums up everything about the A4s. So Quicksilver, I think. Merry Christmas from Australia. Oh, Merry Christmas, because it's Christmas for you. I've seen Stepney running. What would the LMM motto be? Oh, I don't know, guys. Let me know. What would you reckon the LMM motto would be? What am I building? I'm building a small diorama. At the moment, I'm building a grounded goods body to go onto it. Oh, maybe there are meant to be 2 of them. I don't know. Not sure. Let's cut these out and start building things out of them. I'd definitely have a go on there. I mean, the leader class, Bullard's leader, would have been really good if he got to build it the way he wanted to, but he was let down by having to change the design. By the higher-ups told him he had to change the design, and also the sleeve valves he had. He was given bad information about them, so it could have been quite a good locomotive. It just wasn't, which is a shame, because it could have really revolutionised a lot of things. But it was cool. Merry Christmas from Darlington. Yeah, Darlington's cool. I have been in Sheringham Box, not Sheringham Box. I've been in Weybourne Box. I spent an afternoon in there with the Sigmund I know. Your junk, our treasure, yeah. LMM motto. It was broken when we got it, or it worked when we got it. I think that's what it should be. Best sounding mainline BR diesel, class 37. Motto, what could go wrong? Oh, that's quite good. Rust, renew, run. That's quite good. I quite like that. Patreon website being a pain, but I can survive that. Thank you very much, John. That's really much appreciated. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. Elements motto, if it ain't broke, we don't want it. Thank you. Merry Christmas from Warrington. Nice. Went there and in Brussels we trust. Merry Christmas from Denmark, and Merry Christmas to you guys too. The motto should just be, oh look, gubbins. That should be the motto. What have you found? Gubbins. Oh God. I quite like that. LMM can't be Lawrie's Rusty Motors. LMM, yeah, it can't be that bad. LMM motto, well, what's the worst that could happen really? It'll be fine. Merry Christmas from Louisiana. That's cool, Parker. Thank you very much. I know I've said it and I say it every time we do a live stream and chat to you lovely people from all around the world, but we do find it absolutely incredible that so many of you lovely people watch us from all around the world. It's absolutely amazing. So thank you all so much for getting involved and watching this, watching a group of English idiots getting on with stuff. We really do appreciate it. Favourite LNER loco? Honestly, it's probably the V2. I really do like the V2. I think it's an amazing piece of kit. LMM, we'll worry about that some other time. Yep, that's probably us actually. That's a pretty good thing. From tier 1, yeah, but you're only tier 1 for the moment, aren't you? You go into tier 3 on Boxing Day, I think, Thorper. Something that's about, should mainline Steam have died? And I mean, Steam was, we were very slow to get rid of Steam. We kept it for a long time. Like, look at the States, they kind of started adopting diesels way earlier than we did. Diesels are better, realistically. I mean, Steam is so much nicer to work on, but you do it day in, day out. There's so much more work on a diesel. So, oh yeah, Stunner just posted. We've got lots more shirts and things in the Teespring shop. So if you want to get yourself a late Christmas present and help support the channel, then buy yourself some merch. We've got shirts and all sorts now. Favorite LMS loco? The LMS 2P dock tank. I've always really liked the 2P dock tanks. I think they're great. Yeah, so probably one of those. This is complex. I've got to stack up sleepers. LMM motto, failure is always an option. It's Christmas Day in Australia. Good day, and Merry Christmas to you. If everyone donated, you could purchase a Ruston's Big Brother. If everybody donated, I could fix the Ruston. That would be the most ideal thing. That's what I'd like to do, is fix the epoxy thing. Oh look, let's buy it. G scale 442. That's pretty decent size. If you've got a G scale 244, no 442. There we go. Decent size model that size. That is a good motto. That is a very good motto. In my defence, a lot of 33,000 people supported my decision. Yep. I'm going to remember that one. I'm going to use it again in the future because I think that's a very good one, and I shall remember that one for use in the future. I like that a lot. LMM motto, don't tell LMM what I bought. Oh, you got one of the shirts, Tim. Sweet. That's fantastic news. Thank you very much for supporting us. I would probably not daily Jupiter, mainly because A, I don't trust the thing. I'm so scared it will break down again. B, it's just impractical. Like, it's a pain to park anywhere. It's huge. It's not particularly efficient on the good old diesel. And finally, it doesn't lock. If it does lock, I don't have the keys for it anyway. But the lockers don't lock. So it does mean that it's not ideal for leaving anywhere, because you hope people aren't going to rob a fire engine, but yeah, exactly. I don't. So I'm quite happy with it living where it does in the shed, because it keeps it safe. There we go. I made sleeper piles for this. Oh, I'm going to have to get these ones out as well. Poland still is running steam technically. I mean, it's now pretty much preserved, but I went out and did Poland. Poland was running steam into just about into the 2000s, really, with the Volstin experience, and that was still technically working steam. So, yeah, good money on Lawrie's comments. Oh God, there's a lot of comments. If first you don't succeed, then it's not for you. That is a good motto. That's a life motto. If at first you don't succeed, it's not for you, mate. Move on. Try something else. I bought a Lego Town Forest. Oh, nice. That's something to keep you amused. Well, it's not so much someone drove it away. It's more the fact that I've got all the stuff in the lockers, all the hoses and bits and equipment. And it would just, I could take it off and leave it all in the shed, but it's, yeah. I mean, to be fair, it has stayed outside where I live several times. I've brought it home. Like if it's going out for a show or something, it will stay here the night before normally. It did break down outside here once. The lights jammed on, so we had to stay here for a couple of weeks while I figured out what was wrong with it. It was just parked up outside. Ruston 48 t-shirt. That we can do. In fact, I'm working on it at the moment. I'm working on. I've got a couple of designs for a Jupiter shirt in the works. I've got a couple of designs for a Ruston one as well. So hopefully, there'll be a Ruston and a Jupiter one appearing on the shop in the next few days. So I have a plan. So that should be cool. What books on the bookshelf? Mostly photo albums, to be honest, and just rubbish, basically. All my railway books are up in my bedroom, so I keep most of my railway books. I reject your reality and subject my own. Yeah, that sounds good. Any news on the LMM wagon? Yes, it's ready. The LMM wagon is all ready to go. I just need to do a video advert telling you guys that it's ready, and then we can actually go and get it produced. So yeah, it's basically that's where it is. I just need to do the video. I've got the artwork through. It's all ready to be made. So in the new year, there will be a video coming out announcing it. And patrons will get a heads up first. I just need to make sure with Trev that our online shop will cope with it. And then open up pre-orders. And once we've got 100 pre-orders, we'll set a timer and have 2 weeks after that. And then that will be the number of number of orders that get placed for the LMM wagon. So hopefully, you know, there might be 100 of them, or there might be a couple of hundred of them. It depends how many people want them. But I'm excited by it. I'm certainly going to have one. So yes. Nationalise. I don't know. It's the simple answer. Nationalisation has pros for it, and nationalisation should work. Equally, on paper, privatisation should work. Privatisation hasn't worked, and nationalisation didn't work. So I don't know. Both things should work on paper. The problem is when you factor in the government, there's just so much bureaucracy that gets added in there that can hurt everything. So I don't know. I don't know. It's the simple answer. I really don't know. Why did I manage to glue this on the piss? Something's definitely on the... You are skew whiff wagon. Let's pull this all apart and try again. Because we have not done a good job of that at all. Well, open it all up. Right, so that's okay there. It's not going to go back together again a third time, I'm sure, but we'll see what we can do. Forgive me while I try and figure out my mess. Oh, I put my thumb in the glue. Nice one. So that should go like that. That should go up like that. Glue that. What am I building? Currently I'm building a grounded van, but the whole point is to build a small A4 sized layout. That's the idea of this, small A4 sized layout, or diorama. And hopefully some of you guys are getting involved in doing it with me. I haven't actually checked the Facebook page. It's all gone wrong. All I know is I'm now stuck to the model. I shouldn't be stuck to the model, but I am. Oh, we can turn that off as well. Let's reach across and turn the lamp off. So we don't need it because it's come up bright again. There we go. Save that electricity and all that. Yeah. Right. Cool. That's back together again. Drop the roof. Put the roof onto it like so. Turn it all upside down and try and get it all to go into the roof. So that's all already gone wrong. This is very complex, guys. Who would have thought building a simple wagon kit would be as complex as this? Because I did not. That's for sure. I thought this was going to be a fairly easy thing. But obviously I am well out of practice at building models. That's what I've learnt here, is very much out of practice. I mean, it's obviously a lot easier if you built a model in the last decade. I'm genuinely not sure how long it's been since I've tried to build a model at this point, but I'm realising that it has been quite a long time. In you go, in you go. That goes into there like that, that goes into there like that. That, by process of elimination, must go. I have mucked this up big time. This is going to be hidden at the back of the layout, never to be seen by anybody ever again. Well, that side's not bad. We're just going to have this side on display. Nobody will ever see the back of it, because the back of it's hideous. So we'll be hearing any singing in the stream. Maybe if I get jolly. I don't know. I haven't got that far yet. We are. One of these sides of this thing is longer than the other, and that is very confusing. Come on, in you go. There we go. Why is one side longer than the other? That is fascinating. Oh, there we go, because that should go like that. There we go. I fixed it now. Genius. I know exactly what I'm doing. There we go. That was far harder than it should have been. Far harder than it should have been. Why was that so difficult? So we'll just put some glue across here. Anyway, so what are you guys all hoping for Christmas? Have you got any big wishes that you're hoping for? Anything you're particularly excited for? Anything you know you've got that you can't wait to open? Let us know. What's the big excitement this year for you? Oh God, it's all gone wrong. And again, remember guys, there's the Facebook page, and you can share what you're doing there model-wise, and hopefully model-wise, you're all making progress. Hopefully it's going better than what I'm doing. Although that is now a superb grounded van. Absolutely superb. A wonderful thing. A pannier tank. French rolls. Pannier tank from you to you. Wonderful. Big excitement, the kids' reaction to tomorrow. Oh, of course, yeah. How is the little Ruston? The little Ruston's sitting doing nothing. And that's the truth about that. There will be an update about it at some point in the future. You're getting 2 new coaches and a double oak. Oh, nice. I do like 009. 009's fun. What's your opinion on the various valve kits I'm looking at? I don't really have an opinion. Stevenson's Lynx is fairly effective. Works quite well. Poppet valves are interesting. Trofanoff's gear is very strange if you ever used it. That's used on the continent. What happens is when you shut off, you wind all the way forward and then to mid-gear, and the valves slide together in the middle. So there's no mechanical force there, and there's nothing obscuring the valve, so it gives you a lot more free wheeling because there's no steam being compressed in there and then being let out. So it should mean that your locomotive will freewheel for a greater distance. The downside is you've got to be careful when you open up the regulator, because if you open it up full and the valve's like that, they'll expand out and blast out the end of the castings, which is bad and will make you very unpopular with many people if you do that. So yeah, I'd avoid doing that. Can I show you what we've done so far? What I've done so far is I've put some track on the board, I've built this, and I've built this. Oh, and put my drink there. I made these cassettes as well. So we've got cassettes with power on them, ready to plug in and run off with the layout. So, yeah. Just slice my thumb with the with a knife. That was good, wasn't it? So yeah, cool. So my 48 won't start, no, because my 48 doesn't have a starter motor on it. So see you later, Fred Terrell. Thanks for joining us. Painting. I have a paint tub down here. That's for paint. Ginger ale is over on this side. Notice how I've got them on very different sides. That's why I have them on different sides, because I am aware they will not mix. What do you want me to build? Look at this. Like, there's bits of a seat, like the chair that he wants me to cut out and glue together. It's going to go terribly wrong, isn't it? Oh, I definitely am tempted to get the Ruston 48 kit, yeah, because I can make it up as mine. I find that quite an exciting prospect. So yes, indeed. Okay, not sure how that's meant to be cut. Oh, I see there. We see. That comes out and becomes one side. It's very weird. There's lots of bits on this that kind of... I'll have lots of bits left over on this sprue. So that's half the table. What's that? What is that? I don't know what that is. Is that meant to be the runner? I have not got a clue what that bit is. There's this piece here, which I'm sure is important, but I don't know what it's for. So we'll cut it out and assume that it goes somewhere, and somebody will tell me what it is. So, yeah, who else is building something? Let us know. Because the idea of this was, yeah, that it's just kind of like background entertainment for everybody to be part of as they get on with their own thing. And of course, I hope if there's anybody out there who is feeling alone at this festive time, that having the stream running is just something nice. It makes you feel like you're part of something and makes you feel less like you're on your own. So yeah, hope people are enjoying what we're doing. That's basically what we're saying. Oh, a 009 wagon kick, nice. 3 double. Oh, that was mean. Leave the starter motor out. Hopefully mine will come back at some point. I do rather like the idea of having the starter back in my Ruston, you know. Because I do think that would be quite nice to actually be able to fire it up again. And then we can just address the problem with the wheels, which is the next big issue. I'll try and get some tyres turned on it. And then get it back into traffic. I don't even know what that bit is, it's just on the sprue. If they make my version of the Ruston, I will totally get it. But I am waiting for them to make my my version of it, because it's kind of cute. I just fancy my one being made. So I need to contact Wombi and have a chat with them about it. See if we can get an LMM version, because I think that'd be kind of cool. The LMM Special Edition. Because that would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? So yeah. The Cars 37 in BR livery. Which BR livery? In BR green, because that's my preferred one. That's my personal favourite livery for a 37 is in BR green. I think they wear BR green particularly well. They are quite nice. Building a chest of drawers, latest level. Okay, so nice. I like heavily weathered BR black. BR black on a 37. The Ruston probably needs new tyres. Yes. The railway was not particularly on board with running weld around it and then returning it. They didn't like the idea of it, so that's probably a no at the moment. Looking at possibly metal spraying them and then returning them rather than just. I don't know. This is influencer at the moment. There's options, and we're looking at the options. Just waiting on the final verdict that somebody actually says no, we can't turn them. To be honest, when somebody does come back and say no, we can't turn them, then I will have to start working on Plan B. Pretty sure they can't do it though. What locos would you like to drive when I travel to the States? Anything I can get my hands on. I've got a couple of things lined up, a couple of exciting things, but preferably something massive. I would love to drive at Durango and Silverton though, and drive one of the K37s, is it? I can't remember what class they are, but I'd like to go out and drive something like that, because I think that would be pretty special, because those things are too much glue, far too much glue. It's far too much glue. And it's all over my fingers. Yeah, something like that I think would be pretty stunning. So that'd kind of be my dream. And also, I love the Durango and Silverton. I've been there, and it is just stunningly pretty. And yeah, to drive through that I think would be pretty much the dream. So maybe one day. And then certainly something massive like, you know, the big boy size, or don't know. Basically, the biggest engine I get my hands on, whether that be steam or diesel, just to be like, I drove a monster. That probably the title of the video is I drive a monster. Come on, just stay. Blob of glue. Oops, that's all gone terribly wrong. That was a good idea. Let's all gone terribly wrong. There we go. How is this meant to stay up there? There's no way for it to go. We'll just let the plastic glue do a bit of meltingness. Like that is the simple answer. Plastic glue is amazing as it melts all the plastic. And my fingers. Yes, perfect. Kind of perfect. It's straight at some angles, and that's the most important thing at this time. Cool. Heavy wafered black on a 08 would look alright, yeah. The East Broad Topland Railroad. Where's that small logo guy? I don't even know where that is. James, yes, that is the plan. Once I know what I'm doing, there will be a fundraiser, and the MIDI has said yes to a private day where it will be out hauling trains. If somebody donated a significant amount, then there would be something else arranged, for instance, driving it. But yeah, that's the plan at the moment, is they will be crowdfunded, because whatever it ends up being, I don't think I'll be able to afford it. So, yeah, but watch this space. There will be a plan. I just don't know what it is at the moment, because it rather depends on several things at the moment. So, yeah. Sometimes I wonder, is Lawrie sane? I wonder that as well. Answers on a postcard. Somewhat sane, I think. Kind of quirky, I think, is the term I prefer than insane. But what's the point in being normal, guys, hey? It's a lot more fun to do stuff and be different and, you know, buy yourself a loco and all that jazz. Much more entertaining. Life is far too short to be regular. How on earth are you meant to glue this together? I mean, who came up with this concept? Who went, I've got a great idea. Let's, oh, I've stuck this on the wrong side. There we go. God, this is complex. I hope that guys who are making model kits, who aren't me, are in much better success than I am with this, because this is a challenge. Oh good, it's stuck to my pliers. Great. Ah, no, it's stuck to me. There. No, get off, get off, get off. Be good thing. This is when things get messy, when you start realising that you're kind of attached to it more than the piece you're trying to attach to it is. Like here, where my pliers are. Ah, no, everything's stuck to it. I'm stuck to it. It's stuck to me. I can only put this down as being a monumentally huge success. I have 380. Yes, that's nice. Mild dose of madness is, oh yeah, a mild dose is quite good fun. It's when it gets to being slightly more than a mild dose that it becomes a problem, which I'm sure everybody knows. But it's a bit of fun, isn't it? Certainly sometimes I look at the collection of what we've got in the shed and think, I'm insane. Like this is mad. And then something will happen. I'm like, actually, this is pretty cool. Because it is kind of bonkers when you think about it. Like what we've got set up there is kind of mad. Really kind of cool as well, but definitely kind of mad. How on earth do you stick all this together? Well, what we've got there is a set of steps which are now in 2 halves. Wow. How on earth? Well, what I've built actually is IKEA furniture. It's in its flat pack form. How on earth are you meant to do this? That's my question to everybody. Right, so that's that. They are now separate. My fingers are too big for this. I think this is a vice job. You know, like a modelling vicey thing. And somebody who's actually competent. These are very, very complex. I made flat pack furniture. That's what we did today. Was it a success? Yes, it was a successful bit of making flat pack furniture. I am a huge success. Huge success. Let's try it again. Right, so that goes onto there like so. Cool. Then we get that one. Put that down. Pick that one up. Look, sometimes you have to take the little wins, which today is going to be pretending that it's IKEA furniture and being happy with the fact that we successfully stuck. That went well. Oh, thank you very much, Stephen. And Merry Christmas to you too. I have the set of tweezers. This is what I'm trying to do is with the tiny tweezers. Try to not muck it up too much. A little drop of glue there, a little drop of glue there, and hopefully if we use the right hand, we can drop that in like that. Oh, I missed. I failed. I am a disgrace as a human race, to the whole human race. My boomerang won't come back. Wow, this is, you can't see what I'm doing, guys, but it's needlessly. There we go. Now, I'm not going to move that because I don't want it to go, but there's a tiny, tiny set of steps down there. Look at that. Look at them. There. Nope, they're stuck to me. Yeah, oh, God, yeah. Nope. Tiny, tiny set of steps. There. Oh, well, they're just going to glue upside down now. That's fine. I can do with that. Yeah. Well, normally I just do locos. This is like the first modelling I have done in years, and so I am struggling with it. Let's be honest. It's going. There we go. Steps. They're even wonky, so they look authentic. That's what I've done, guys. I've made authentic looking steps because they're wonky. So that's what you do. You make them wonky so they look like they're real. If they're perfect, they look too real, and that's what spoils the illusion of the model we see. It's all about modelling, not about yeah, there we go. There's a barrel there as well. Plenty of bits for the yard. Good. So that's that. Cool. After my success of building a set of steps, the next thing I do attempt to build, where's that piece of paper, is a chair. Oh, yep, they have a set of chairs in this set. Oh God, how am I going to do that? How am I going to do that? Hello, James. How you doing? Oh dear. Oh dear. Right. So, what are all these little pieces of wood meant to be for? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Right. Oh God, are they meant to go on the? Do you see the size of the bit they're trying to get me to work on? These bits here that you can see. I've got to cut out those bits there to go across the chairs, to go with that, to go with that, to go with them, to stick them together. I mean, what? It's not going to work, is it? There's not going to be a single bit of any hope whatsoever that that's going to work. It's just going to be terrible. That you've got to try and glue a chair together. I mean, Oh God. How is it going to work? Oh, I just broke the chair. I broke the leg. I broke the bit that goes between the chair. That's going to go well, isn't it? I've got to try and glue that piece back together and then glue the chairs together. Should have glued it that way so it didn't break by pushing down on it that way. Whoop. Okay, so we have. Okay then. I feel that the chances of successfully building a chair, guys, are highly, highly unlikely. Don't you? I think it's pretty fair to say it's not much chance of that happening. No, sirree. I think it's pretty unlikely. Favorite Australian? Probably 38. Is it 3801? The semi-streamlined thing. I think that's pretty cool. I guess, really, the trading parts are the same, but that's ridiculous. Yeah, model making. This is a complex and not relaxing model session. I mean, it's quite nice though. It's nice doing something. It's nice doing something with you guys as well. Just in like, yeah, having company to chat to and people to talk to as you're doing it. People to laugh at your mistakes and see what you're doing wrong. You know, it all makes it more entertaining. Ginger beer, or a cider for later as well. How have we been doing this for 2 hours? Hello Taz, and Merry Christmas to you. How have we been doing this for 2 hours? It's taken. Look what I've achieved. I've achieved a little house and another house, both of which still need to be painted before they can actually be on the layout. But I mean, the track is dried mostly now, so at some point we'll probably get some ballast down. That's what I'll do once I've got built my teeny tiny chair. Just how? How do you expect me to do this? What? How? I'm so scared. I don't understand. I don't understand how this is possible. Let's turn that around. Oh God, I've dropped that. It's gone underneath the layout. That didn't work very well. What did you do today? Well, I watched a live stream. Whoa, what did you watch on the live stream? I watched an idiot try to build a chair. Oh, right, like a proper chair. Nope, model chair, 00 scale. I see, and how did that go? Not well. Not well. Right, we'll put that down and... Good. And now we'll put the other bit of the chair on. No, 90 degrees. What on earth possessed somebody to build this, design this? What have I done? No. Why have you gone all stringy? That's right, this chair's just going to be like... This is like if you try to assemble IKEA furniture without the manual. That's what this chair's going to be like. And it will be up in the IKEA store forevermore as a, this is what happens if you don't follow the instructions. And everybody will learn from my mistake at the wonky store. The wonky chair. I mean, again, it is going to look a wonderfully LMM kind of level of chair when it's not straight. Right. So, yeah. Found a paintbrush. That's a good start. Oh, thank you, Minisaurus. You have a Merry Christmas too. I hope it is a good one. I hope you get what you want. And yeah, I hope you have a good one. Let's put a bit more glue onto there because clearly I've not got enough glue on this thing. Oh, too much glue. I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better at this. I'm getting better at this. It's a wonky chair. You're meant to stick those across the front. Like the piece that I've now lost. Oh, there we go. That. I don't know how I'm going to do this. I'm never modelling anything smaller than 00. It's just not going to happen. There's just no way this is possible to model anything this small. Like building chairs, I'm not a modeler. I've decided this. It's evident that I'm not the right stuff to make. I don't even know where it went. It's just gone. The presents from the UK have been badly delayed. Yes, I imagine. It's not going well over here particularly. Some might say it's going quite badly. By some, I mean what I've done, guys. I've just glued the piece of wood that I'm trying to glue onto the model. What I've done is I've actually glued it to the tweezers instead, which is a bad move. Yes, that's going less well than I hoped. Because now I've glued it to my hand. Good. I have successfully glued it to the model and not my hand. Oh, no, but I've glued the hand. Yes. That's a success. That's a success. That's a huge success. I mean, the chair is... I think this is something you're meant to do when you're young and you've got your eyesight, right, when you get to my age. This is impossible. How does anybody expect you to build this? Like, is this some kind of a cruel joke? Is that what this is? I think this is basically torture. Yep, no, that's just a wonky, that's a wonky chair now. It's going to be a wonky chair. That's fine. That's meant to be a wonky chair. It's going to be wonky forever. Ow. Cool. I'm leaving that the hell alone. Because that is a challenge and a half. The 520 class, streamlined and very brutal. Oh, is that the big 284? No, 484, yeah? I think they're cool. It's only going to get worse. Well, that's the problem. I've got shaky hands as well. I don't know what the rest of this on the kit is for. There's a couple of bits that are meant to go onto the table, I guess. I'm not entirely sure which ones those are. That's probably one of those. Okay. Okay. God, he's even got notches. I don't know how I'm going to build this chair. I really don't know how I'm going to build this chair. This seems ridiculous. Well, there should be a... When I looked at buying this kit, they should have just been like, no, sir, this isn't for you. Clearly, you're not going to be able to manage this. And I would have been like, fair enough. I understand. This isn't... I've just broken another one of the epoxy... epoxy chair things. That's very annoying. Well, the other chair's not going to have these, and whoever sits on it will just fall and have to face the consequences of their actions. My actions. I know what I mean. I was going to build all the chairs, but I'm realising now that I think 2 chairs more than enough for this layout. Eagle eyes like Action Man. Yeah, I think so. I think so indeed. I don't think it's a very it's much more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I don't know what I was expecting. But I guess this is one of the reasons that so many people just buy models out of the box, you know, put it straight down on the layout rather than having to open things up and customize them. Why do I have pieces of wood left over? What am I meant to be doing? Oh, pieces of wood just to go into a pile. That's what these are. They're just sleepers to go into a pile. But that's actually quite useful because I was going to have some sleepers, so they can just go by the works van. I'll launch one into space. That's quite good, isn't it? Yes. So far in this entire session, I've managed to make some bits of wood. Good going. That's a good idea, using snips. I should use some snips next time. Although I think my chair is going to be just fine as it is. They're going to look like the most janky chairs, but can you tell that I've not built a layout in a long time? Because I can. This is very obvious to me that this has been a long time since I've done this kind of stuff. So anyway, how's everybody's model making progress going? Are you all succeeding with the models that you're making? Yes, I don't think Ash would be very good at this at all. I bet you I've double track on that. Well, that'd be nice. Hey Mike, Merry Christmas to you too. It's rustic. Ah, rustic. Yes, they're rustic chairs. I like that. Painted to blaze red. Nice. Lots of cheating with hot glue. Is it going equally well for you, Charles, as it is for me? I'll be glad to know that I'm not the only one who's incapable of doing this. How would you meant to... Well, the good news is once I've got this done, there's a couple more bits of wood to build on the kind of... on the pallet. Oh, I see. These bits... Oh, God. These tiny bits here come together to make a pallet, on which I put the other pieces. Oh God, why have I made this so complex? I'm going to do a live stream, I said. I'm going to build some kits, I said. It will be fun, I said. Have you've separated yourself from the model, Sunroo, have you? I've never driven A4, no. Have you got the 106 fixed? Not yet, no. There is an update on it, and you guys will be privy to the update when the next What's Broken Now happens, I guess, and find out what's gone on with the car. There is an update though, there is news with it, and yeah, stuff will happen with it, which is exciting. We are excited for that, and we shall be moving forward with it, and it will be back on the road at some point next year, probably, all being well. I've realised the better way of doing this is just oh no, that's not a good way of doing it. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. I think maybe this should be built in situ. Like when I've worked out where I want it to go, rather than trying to build it and then place it. Although now I've started, I kind of want to continue. It's gone off the layout. That'll be fun. That's going to stick, and I'll wait a bit longer before I do the rest of it. Right, let's attempt to do the chair, shall we?